Clark County School District Superintendent Dr. Jesus Jara speaking out about this video tonight, days after it surfaced, showing school police taking down a student forcefully. Jara is calling for a complete review of CCSD police, including an examination of their use of force policies. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Snyder.
And I'm Marie Mortera in for Latoya Stillman tonight. Our Crisis in the Classroom reporter Tiffany Lane has more on the video and reaction.
Yes, now, as you mentioned, the district superintendent is asking for a review of the CCSD Police Department's use of force and policy and protocols. And this comes after an incident that happened just outside Durango High School on Thursday afternoon. Video circulating all over social media, and a lot of parents and students here at Durango High School and others in the community reaching out saying they're just very concerned about what they saw, and those especially who were there when it happened. Now let's go to what the superintendent said further in his statement today. The relationship between our police officers and students must be one of mutual respect for the inherent dignity of every person and respect for the laws and policies that govern all of us. Because of our actions, the children of our community and their families must believe that they will be respected, treated with dignity, and safe while at our schools or interacting with our employees. Anything less is simply unacceptable. Now let's take a look at the videos we received from a woman claiming to be the mother of the student on the ground in this viral video. The mother says her son and two friends were coming back to campus for a tryout Thursday after going to eat when the incident unfolded. One student is restrained in the video, and the other, who is the woman's son, is thrown to the ground by an officer. You then see the officer's knee on the student's back. As the student is on the ground, the officer is telling students to back off. The student on the ground is also yelling, "Call my mom." The mother says her son went to the hospital Thursday night to get checked out after receiving a citation. Parents and students we spoke with outside Durango High School today said the officer's response was unacceptable.
No, that's just way too much harm. That's way too much. They'll cause more damage to them, then later on they're not going to trust the police anymore or any kind of authority. That's what makes it worse.
And I am still waiting from CCSD Communications as well as CCSD Police on the status of that police officer that you saw in the video there. Students I spoke with here today say they didn't recognize the officers who were there during that incident as the officers that are normally designated to their school. I've also requested body camera footage from the incident that happened, and of course we'll continue to dig into this ongoing issue. As I mentioned, this is very important to so many members in our community, including parents and students who say they are very concerned about what happened. So we'll provide that information as soon as we get it. Reporting live from outside Durango High School, I'm Tiffany Lane. Back to you.
All right, Tiffany, thank you for that. And we'll remind you, this video was sent to us from someone out there watching, and we want you to take part as well. You can send us tips on issues impacting our schools, whether you're a student, a parent, an employee with the district, or just a concerned community member. You want to send those to schooltips@news3lv.com, or you can call the local number 805-0489. Leave us a voicemail. All that info you can find by scanning that QR code.
Properties up and down the Las Vegas Strip sure to cash in on the big game and all the events leading up to it. Valley-wide, the economic windfall to our local economy is expected to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars.
Doesn't get any bigger than this. News 3's Steve Wolford joins us live from downtown to follow the Super Bowl money and explain why Raiders have a big role in how much tax money the state could end up with.
Yeah, that's right. I'll have more on the Raiders' role in just a minute, but we still haven't gotten the final numbers for Phoenix after Super Bowl 58 as far as the economic windfall. But when they hosted the Super Bowl in 2015, that number came in at $600 million. And since we already have a lot of advantages over Phoenix, for example, the abundance of hotel rooms behind me, the Las Vegas number could actually crush the Phoenix numbers.
I see it probably being like any other thing. I mean, we have New Year's here already, and that's a big influx of people.
Like many of us, Chris Lewis has already started thinking about what it's going to be like around town in the week or two leading up to Super Bowl 58 at Allegiant Stadium, and New Year's Eve is a pretty good analogy. That's because Las Vegas can already accommodate 300,000 visitors on a single weekend, so Super Bowl 58 will easily be in our entertainment wheelhouse.
Well, you guys are the kings of entertainment. So I think from that perspective, you're in a really good spot.
Todd Sanders is the CEO of the Phoenix Chamber of Commerce. Along with yesterday's game, Phoenix also hosted the 2015 Super Bowl, and he says,
I've been to Allegiant Stadium. I mean, it's incredible. And you all just know how to welcome people. So I have a feeling Vegas is going to do very well.
And the stadium is just the beginning. Economist Mike Pequeen says Las Vegas knows how to host really big events.
We do that better than anybody. That's what we're built for. We have all of the infrastructure here to really host quickly and take care of a large group of very happy, very excited, very affluent people. That's what we do. So I think that we're uniquely positioned to have perhaps the most profitable Super Bowl of any city in recent years.
And all those fans will generate tax revenue.
It's clear that when all these people spend money in restaurants, they're going to and gasoline, they're going to pay sales tax. But remember, we have the room tax that is part of our revenue mix. And we also have something called the live entertainment tax, which the ticket sales of the Super Bowl will be subject to, which could be, by some estimates, as much as $20 million or more.
But there is a big silver and black catch to the live entertainment tax number. According to the Nevada Independent, the Nevada Department of Taxation says that we won't see that $20 million if the Raiders get into the Super Bowl. Why? Well, the Raiders have an exemption to the live entertainment tax.
The Boulder City High School boys varsity basketball team barred from the postseason because of a clerical error. Students and parents crying foul, saying a school administrator is to blame and their athletes should not be punished. News 3's Brett Forrest joins us live from Boulder City. And Brett, there's an update tonight on the story you first brought us at 3.
Jim, Marie, good evening. So yes and no, there was an appeals hearing granted by the NIAA with this basketball team today, and that's the organization that governs high school sports here in Nevada. But it's been a lengthy hearing. It started at 2:30 and it is not over yet. I just got off the phone with a parent of one of these high school players on the team, and he said they're going to restart it in a couple hours, and no decision has been made. So as of now, this high school basketball team here in Boulder City still barred from the playoffs tomorrow. The game is supposed to start Tuesday night, and I talked to the 9 seniors today who are affected by this decision, and they said they were blindsided by the news when they heard it on Friday.
We just didn't really know, like, how could this happen, kind of. We believe that we earned those games. We believe that we didn't cheat. I mean, as far as we knew, we were all clear, and we had the go-ahead from everyone that we were supposed to have, and that we were playing those games legally, and we won those fair and square.
Error.
Letters provided to News 3, one sent by the NIAA and one by Boulder City High School officials. This was all caused by someone, allegedly a school administrator, who did not submit the student eligibility transfer paperwork correctly. So all 16 games that this one student played in were forfeited, and Boulder City High School was taken out of the postseason. Now, after some big outcry from parents, students, and the school over the past 3 days, that appeals hearing was granted today, but it is a lengthy one lasting several hours so far, even calling in witnesses to testify. So here's what one parent had to say about the whole situation.
They played, practiced for 3 months, put their heart out, gone to school here, dreamed about doing this. It's everybody's dream to go to a state state tournament, and and now they're not going to be able to. That's what hurts as a parent, that they put in the work, and for not on their part, they're not allowed to, because an adult made an error.
And so as far as the basketball team goes, they were part of that appeals hearing today, but then I'm told they had practice as usual right afterwards. In fact, it might even still be going on in the school behind me right now. They're still optimistic, hoping that it goes in their favor and that they'll be able to play tomorrow. And again, we are expecting to finally hear a decision from the NIAA within a couple hours, and we'll of course keep you posted online and on air later on tonight on News 3.
Hi everybody, I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.